Good morning, everyone. It's Joker, and today we're back with another slime video. And this one's a special video because it's not something that you can do very often, and it's not something that people who miss the space meta were able to do at all until now. So we have the Masked Hero right here. Very, very powerful unit. Unfortunate if you missed her and you didn't pull her. She is very, very useful across all content. But what new players might not know is that the game actually gave away a special sword specifically for her in the story quest as part of a secret episode. So you see this sword that she has right here, the 6-star awakened sword, and if we click on that, we see that when equipped by the masked hero, the time traveler, increases attack by 10%. You cannot make this sword by conventional means. You can't go into the forge. It doesn't take any special materials to craft it. You get it by beating a secret stage in a very specific way. So, let's go into the quest, and I will show you which one it is. Chapter 13, The Beauty Makes Her Move, Expert, Stage 8 Unlock with a mysterious EP level. So this is where you will acquire the Masked Hero's sword. And before this, you could only do it with the space team, and that is the only team. The only team, or at least Space Veldora and a strong single target DPS space unit. Space Millum, Octogram Millum. I mean, you could do it with Carrion, I guess, if you wanted. But the way you do this, and with this new water team that's out right now, is you build a team like this. And you build it for a very specific purpose. You have Millum, who is going to stack water attack for a bunch of turns. You have Ramers, who's going to keep you alive. And then you have Fire Shuna as a green to blue orb changer. And then you have Earth Millum as a orange to blue orb changer. That way you have two sets of orb changers on the field that can continuously get you full hands of blue orbs. Therefore you can get Millum faster, stack the water attack on your two mainline DPS units, and also get a crap ton of skill points after like 4 or 5 turns because you've stacked with Millum and blues give you 500% extra skill points. But you must have these 3 units on the front line turn 1. Because, as you'll see in the following gameplay, she nerfs you. Hinata nerfs your front line immediately, as soon as you enter that fight. And you do no damage almost. But, in order to make sure that you have time to stack up with Millum, a considerable amount, you cannot have any supports and you cannot have any weapons on your units, except for your mainline nukers that you're going to actually nuke with. So I've got, supports, I've got Shuna or Shion, I've got their supports. He didn't have a... Okay, well that's weird, but we didn't need her. So, no supporters on the front line. You want to do as little damage as possible, because you'll be sending 6-card sends almost every turn after like 10 turns, because you have the points to orb change continuously. You don't want to be doing 5,000, 10,000 damage, because then Hinata will die, and you will not get enough stacks to make it worth it. You want to do as little damage as possible for the longest amount of time possible. Now, however long you decide to go for is entirely up to you. If you have Velzard instead of Shion or Shuna, then certainly use her. You could use the hero for the crit boost. You want to use a mainline DPS. Sorry. And some kind of support unit. Whether or not it's a water unit that you can nuke with, or another unit that's going to boost you up. I mean, Shion or Shuna already gives her alt boost, so maybe someone to give her attack, like Space Rimuru, or Dark Shion for Pierce, or the hero for crit, if you don't have the hero though. Shion works fine, and that's what we're going to do today. So we're going to show off the water team stacking until we can beat the hero in the secret stage. So without further ado, let's dive in. I'll probably jump into very far into the fight. Alright, so we're 41 turns in, we've been stacking, but I want to show you at least like the game plan of how this works, because the first part of this video I showed you the team comp and why people are set and why they don't have supports and all that, and then now we're in the game, we've stacked for quite a bit. I'm going to go to 999 on the skill points. If your units are strong, you don't have to. But I do it anyways, just for funsies, and because I have nothing better to do with my day, apparently. So, this would be a typical hand. So your first 3 units are instantly debuffed, turn 1, before you can do anything, which is why your DPSs will sit in the back, away from all these debuffs on turn 1. And then you will then begin working up your way using Milim, stacking up, blues are 500% skill point gain. And so now you have Shuna and you have Milim to orb change into full 6 hands of blues. And, it's 200 points, but you're going to get like 300 back from it. So you're not really losing anything. And then we'll have, more than enough for 2 stacks of Milim right here. So we'll just go ahead and send this. I don't really even have to send 1 of them, 2 of them, or 3 of them. Hold on. Yeah, we can send 3 of them. But we'll hold on to that for now. And then we do, 1 damage, 40 damage. You do considerably less damage as time goes on because she keeps raising her resistances up. It's just the scary part is trying to get ults for your 2 main units early, before you begin stacking, before they do more damage. So, I mean, in 3 turns, her health bar can be, like, right here, because you need to get ults with your, primary nuker, and then if you want to get an ult with your supporter, then that's totally fine. You don't have to. You can just get the 1 ult and then leave it. But you have to just swap them in and out. So here, we have a full Milim thing, so we're going to do and swap in you for Shuna, since you have no cards, and then we'll bring you in for Ramris, and then we'll use both stacks, and just 20% extra water damage, and then we'll check how far we are at right now. We're almost to 999, so we just need a few more stacks. And Shuna is up to 207% water damage. And so here, because I can't swap anyone else, we're just going to send the Milim orbs, right? We can't send the Shuna because she'll kill. Xion doesn't have any orbs, but we want to keep stacking, so we just send what we can to do as little damage as possible. So 40, 40, 44, and now the ult does 108. So this is what you want to do, and now you're going to swap the water units back out, bring the other units back onto the field, and then you're going to orb change again, because you got plenty of points to do so. Maybe pop a heal in there with Ramris, or Trainee, if you don't have Ramris. Whatever healer you decide to bring. Wind Valentine. Don't bring Water Rimuru, because he's going to get stacks, and you don't want that. But here we go. We have another, 5 card of blue and an ult, which will get us, quite a bit of points. And then, we spent 200. We're making 44 back. We've got a Milim stack and, a third or something. That's pretty much how this is going to run, as far as what to do, how to bring your units in, when to bring them out. Don't ever send any orbs that you don't have to with the water units, because you want to keep Hinata floating at a decent amount of health. That way you can do 1, 2, 40, 100 damage and not have to worry about it instantly killing. So here, we can do the orb change again. We're only going to get a 5-card send, but it will be enough to get a double Milim gauge. So let's do that. And there we go. We've got 2 Milims. We've got 688 points, so we're definitely not hurting. And then next turn, we'll swap Shuna and Xion back in and get 20% more water damage with them. And we'll swap Shuna in for Ramris, since she has no orbs. And then we'll swap you in for Milim, since you only have 2. Yeah, 2. And then, another 20% right here. And that's how you do this. See, and then here we will actively not send the Shuna stuffs, or the Xion stuff, so we'll just send the Fire Shuna orbs, the ult and hers, and then, we 2 more stacks and we'll be ready to go. We're at 940, 980, and then 999. So 20 more percent, and then I believe we will send it, and we'll see if we can kill here. Again, you don't have to go 46 turns if you do this strategy. I know when I first did it, I went like 140 turns to get like 1,000% space damage with Milim. Not necessary. You can do it if you want. If you don't want to, kill your front line and come in with your 2 nukers. If you just want to nuke on turn 1 when the fight starts. But here we go. So we've gotten those 2 stacks. Let's bring them back in. And then we'll do, another sweet orb change here. And that's another 6-card send. And that'll get us, a very good amount of or protection gauge. Almost another full. So after this next turn, we'll be ready to rock and roll. Alright. Ooh, perfect. Okay. I don't even have to orb change. We'll just do this. Alright. Pop. Double Milim. So now, this next turn, we will kill. We will kill. We won't boost at all, because we've boosted enough that the normal attacks will kill here. So let's do... Let's bring you in... Actually, let's use Shuna, just for funsies. And then let's do that. And then let's do that. Alright, we'll get 2 more stacks. We'll use Shuna's Orb Change to get a full card send, and that will definitely kill. Alright, and we don't have to use 100 points for it. Okay, so let's do that. We'll leave the alts by themselves. So pop, pop. Oh, there we go. She guarded the first hit. Alright, so now we have moved on. We're moving on to the actual secret stage. You will see this secret scene 3 that you get for beating Hinata. That is not what the end game result, though. So we can skip this, and now the real fight begins. So right here, you can see that she has a whole slew of buffs, right? She's got 204,000 HP. She's got attack 300, light attack 300, crit, guaranteed crits, 100% crit damage, guaranteed pierce, 100% pierce power, guard, and super guard. You cannot stun, frostbite, or poison her. She's weak to magic damage, so Shuna's going to work well. So here, what we're going to do is we're going to send you away, right? Because the first turn, she will launch an ult, and she will kill. So if you're not going for the 1,000, 2,000, whatever percentage water damage, and you're just going to kill her here just with pure damage, then what you want to do on this first turn is worthy sacrifices. It's what you got to do. So we're going to send this, and then she will kill our front line with like 700,000 damage or something. Yeah, 800,000 right there. But now, turn 2, all of this goes away. And now, we're ready to go. Well, sadly, I don't have a green orb changer. I was kind of hoping that'd all be green. But all the defense is gone. All the buffs are gone. She still has, you know, a lot of attack, right? And 204,000 HP. So we're going to pray that these 3 buffs will be enough to murder this poor, poor woman. And if not, maybe we can survive another turn and launch another ult. We still have a lot of points to use, so it's not really in danger. But let's send the normals first, see how much they do, and then we'll send the alts, and we'll see how we go. So 10,000 with the guard, 22,000 with the no extra boost. Shion's ult, we'll watch the jiggle, why not? How much will this do? I actually don't know. I don't know. And then kiss the ball. And we do 71,000 damage, and then Shuna comes in with 149.5. So definitely enough to kill right there. And then we should, after we skip all this, we should get the secret stage 5. So we go next, we go next. There we go. Hidden episode number 5. And after you do this, you will receive the hero sword. It will be in your gift box, and then you can use it for the hero yourself, or you can use it just as an awakened sword for anyone, really, for any sword user. Because it comes as a SA1, like a awakened 1-star sword. So you don't have to level it up to like 6 and then feed another sword into it. It already comes awakened. So then all you have to do is awaken it further using materials and hammers and stuff to get it to like the 6-star awaken that most people have this hero sword at now. But that's how to do the secret stage now with the water team. Let me know. I know a lot of people have been wanting to do this for a long time. They missed the space meta. They weren't even aware this was a thing. But let me know how your attempts went. How high did you stack before you killed? Let me know. But that's it for me, guys. Take it easy, and I'll see you later.